sports. It's in the game.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Washington Commanders. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. To throw right away is Howell. Sliding out of the pocket. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Called on a very strong gain of 24. Straight ahead, Gibson. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, second down. You talk about this Miami defense. They really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And they needed to be, because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and they got it done.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Finding room in midfield. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 13 yards there on a Washington first.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield to make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. From the 46, here's the 2nd and 9. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. Howell. Out left to Dotson. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. Throw left side complete. That's Turner. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Sam Howell keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Commanders are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. Hill shedding the tackle. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. Now keep in mind they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first-quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense. Everybody wants a piece of that pie.
Play action, now it's Tua. Here's Higgins out on the right side. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. You talk about this Washington defense. They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple.
And now the rookie's free. Down the left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 45 yards on the ground. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. A-chain here, they stay on the ground. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he's a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he completes it to Berrios. And he'll be out of bounds. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise...
It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter. As they go to work on a 1st and goal. A-chain will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown.
Sometimes offensive can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break. There he goes, left side. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, his 6th touchdown of the season. And Washington has taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And makes the score 14-7. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. This drive will begin with a run from A-Chain. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Right back to A-Chain on second down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. And they'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. A give up the middle to A-Chain. To the 43, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On second down, Tua. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
And that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On first down, Howell. And yet again, it's McLaurin. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 35-yard line. And the defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Second down, Howell back to pass. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. With a play fake, and now here's Howell to throw it. This will be caught at Samuel. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on first and 10. And McLaurin, the motion man right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. 2nd down, Howell now. And he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
From midfield, here's Tua. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This one thrown underneath to Achane. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Tua going to throw. Got a man. It's Berrios complete. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now a 2nd and 10. And again, it's Tagovailoa. He dumps it off to Achane. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And it's caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
And they'll run here with Achane. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Disastrous outcome there on 3rd and goal. They lose 9 yards in the sand. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick here is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, some things to like about that first half, ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6. From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's A-Chain. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill, 52 yards. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there was no chance that he could actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And now off to the races, down the right side. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Out of the gun on third down, here's Tua. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A give running right, Gibson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And Hill will opt for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Tua. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Quan Martin. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing here, Howell. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield.
Brought down back at the 43-yard line.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Tressway now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Here's Hill on the return. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Dolphins drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. 84 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Tua sets up to pass it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Miami.
Achane on 1st and 10. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends. Second down, 8 to go from the 28. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Throw caught by A-Chain. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And the Dolphins first down.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Looking to pass. Tua. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Tariq Castro-Fields who picked it. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football and be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No,
and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson, 62 yards. And the Commanders extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Tua's throw complete there to Berrios. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Now Tua. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. He's got it at the 15. It's a big play there for Miami. 44 yards.
I'll pick up the 44 yards on the play. And the Dolphins first down.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Back to the air on second down, Tagovailoa. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. 4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. And that's going to be incomplete.